My dear secondary students, I had already delivered my 2 lectures on romantic age. Today, I will deliver my last lecture on this age. In the last lectures, I told you the end of the 18th century is called Romantic Revival. Victor Hugo defines Romanticism as liberalism in literature. It means that the poets break all the rules of classic literature and earn freedom from all bindings of other ages. French Revolution over Romanticism is specially mentionable. Being attracted by French liberation, Wordsworth wrote in his poem, "Bliss was it in that dawn to be alive, but to be young was very heaven." Pope, Swift, and Edison could never produce writing for the common people. French Revolution produces new life for the common people, where sky, earth, nature, love, childhood, and womanhood take place. At the Romantic age, Wordsworth, Coleridge, Byron, Shelley, Keats, Black are mentionable. They add beauty, nature with supernaturalism and enriched their poetry. 1798 is a mentionable year in the history of English literature. In 1798, the Lyrical Ballads was published by Wordsworth and Coleridge. After the death of poet Southey, Wordsworth was elected as Poet of England. The Lyrical Ballads, the Prelude, the Recluse, and the Excursion are his great creations. In his creations, Wordsworth was the worshipper of nature. The poet Coleridge was very imaginative from very childhood. Kubla Khan, The Ancient Mariner, and Christabel had been created only with dream, supernature, and romanticism. Tune and sing are one of the characteristics of Coleridge. In Ancient Mariner, the poet says, "The fair breeze blew, the white foam flew, the furrow followed free, we were the first that ever burst into the silent sea." Look, the rhythm of the lines. Now, John Keats. Principle of John Keats was to enjoy the beauty. He said, I have loved the principles of beauty in all things. He says in his poem, beauty is truth, truth beauty. That is all. Ye know earth and all ye need to know. These lines are most famous lines of John Keats. Odes are greatest among all his writings. He had famous 18 odes, among them Ode to Autumn, Ode to a Nightingale, Ode on a Grecian Urn are the most mentionable. My dear students, now I want to recall the last lectures. The word romantic came to be applied to this period is something of a puzzle. Romantic is derived from romant, which was borrowed from the French romaunt in the 16th century. According to L.P. Smith, romantic connoted false and fictitious beings and feelings without real existence in fact or in human nature. L.P. Smith also suggested old castles, mountains and forest, pastoral plains, waste and solitary places, and a love for mountains and moors. Think back. I also told you Romantic age is marked by three important historical events: the American Revolution 1775 to 1783, the French Revolution 1789 to 1799, the Napoleonic War 1796 to 1815. The word passed from England to France to Germany late in the 17th century and became a critical term for certain poets who scorned and rejected the models of the past. They prided themselves on their freedom from 18th century poetic codes. In Germany, the word romantic was used strongly opposite to classic. You should bear in mind that the grouping together of the so-called lake poets such as Wordsworth, Coleridge, Shelley, Scott, Byron, Keats and Shelley were late Victorian, in the middle of 1818s. It must be noted that I am repeating, it must be noted that these poets did not recognize themselves as romantic, but their practice in writing differed them from that of the 18th century. My dear students, if you go through over Romantic age, you will find that this age is divided into two generations. All works of this age include these two generations of writers. The first generation was born during the 13 or 20 years preceding 1800, and the second generation was born in the last decades of the 1800. The mentionable writers belong to the first generation. Now, this is the last lecture on Romantic age. I hope you will go through all the age. No more today. Next, I will deliver my lecture on another age. Thank you very much.